I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way.
Hey there, Gemini. How are you? We're going to get started on your love reading. This reading is good for right now, whenever that is. This is a love and relationship reading. So for those of you that are not in a romantic relationship, this reading is still for you. It just might resonate in connection to any other relationship you have in your life that is not romantic. Somebody at work, for example, a coworker, a friend of a friend, a family member. All right, let's see. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the sign of Gemini. What insight, foresight, guidance, revelations do we have for the sign of Gemini? Gemini collective this time around in their love life, in their relationships, in romance. Let's take a look. Gemini. Let's pull some oracle cards to begin with. All right, we have 4. 4 could be of significance 4 months from now, 4 days, 4 weeks, the number 4, 44. Unforeseen love. Mixed signals. Okay. Unforeseen love. Take a look at that. Take that in. You might meet or know someone who you will grow to love, turning friendship into a relationship. Okay. Mixed signals. A lover is unsure of what they want, sending you mixed signals, causing great confusion. Maybe it's best to move on. And then we'll get to these two in just a minute. Let's focus on unforeseen love. Unforeseen love. It pretty much just, for many of you, it's just saying you don't see this coming. It's unforeseen. And I'm getting that for many of you, there is a romance, a connection here that will be of significance, and it will be with somebody that you guys already know. Oh, wow. I didn't see that coming. It might be somebody that you had a friendship with. For others of you, it might just be somebody that you kind of had a thing with. You can't really define what that was. But, well, something will be happening there, guys. And I really think you don't expect this. For others of you, there's a friendship that you have right now, a connection that is not romantic, but that slowly but surely will be turning into something more. How does that sound? Now we have mixed signals here. Now this person, okay, might be giving you mixed signals, but this could also be talking about another connection, another relationship that you have at the present moment that you're dealing with in one way or another. That, like an ex, for example, or somebody that you have, I'm hearing some sort of situation with that is giving you mixed signals. You don't know, which kind of puts you in a place where you don't really know where you stand. A lover is unsure. So this means that there's somebody that is unsure about, the present circumstances, what the both of you have. And this might even be you, Gemini. This reading might be for you, cross watcher, whatever the case. There's somebody like that here, whether it's the Gemini or the other person that's with the Gemini. And well, there's these mixed signals, this yes and this no, and one day it might look like, they're sending you they're doing this and they're doing that, but then the other day it's something completely opposite. And I feel like that right there, that interaction, those dynamics are just really confusing you. Maybe it's best to move on. So absolutely, guys, I feel like if there is somebody like that in your life, which means what? That you are unsure about a relationship, a connection, somebody that is not fully reassuring you of what place you hold in their life. I feel the message is move on from that. Because you don't need this confusion, right? That in itself, I mean, my goodness. is going to put you in you. I'm hearing many of you are already in a situation that it doesn't feel good. I'm hearing, and why continue with this? Maybe this is about you. I'm hearing having to make a choice. This is about you having to make a choice instead of waiting for somebody else to do it for you. What do you want? Is this what you want? I'm hearing, is this what you want right now? Gemini, Crosswatcher, you? Is this whoever I am speaking with? Is this what you want? Is either a yes or a no. And I feel like the answer is no. No, I don't want this right now. Not whether you like the possibility of what could happen, but about what's going on presently right now. Let's take a look at these two other cards. It says abstinence. And then it says on the rebound. Okay. Abstinence. Having a dry spell or sex drought can be frustrating, but it doesn't have to be. Take this time to love yourself first. Abstain. This is pretty much just saying to refrain, guys, to stay away from certain things, situations. This specifically is talking about intimacy, sexual relationships with others, but I feel like it's also just picking up on just anything in your life, in your romantic life, in your relationships that you're having to refrain from. Now, this certainly could be certain patterns and habits that have been ongoing, maybe what it is that you're doing. There's a need to take a look at that, and I'm hearing and take a step back. I feel like this is saying just create space between you and another. That's the best move, the healthiest move that you can make for yourself at the present moment. On the rebound, someone is on the rebound. This could be a confusing ride. Twice the word confusion, confusing. Someone is on the rebound. This could be a confusing ride. Take things slow. All right. So again, we have that like on and off, on and off, on and off. Yes and no, like something serious, something not serious. And again, we go back to what I had just asked you guys not too long ago. Is this something that you want? For many of you, the answer is no. So it's best to just create space, create stronger boundaries. I'm hearing for yourself and for your own security. Because this could go totally wrong, guys. And I feel like it already is. And there's a need to love yourself, right? With this abstinence, take the time to love yourself first. So this is a time, guys, for you to, break certain negative behavior patterns in connection to relationships that have been ongoing. Doesn't have to be a bad thing. There's always something good out of every bad experience, guys. Bad experience. And that is that we're in this situation in particular, you're able to take it and I'm hearing transform it into something that heals you by identifying certain things that you're having to let go and not bring into another relationship, for example. And that simply falls down to self-love, guys. What serves you, what does not. I don't deserve this. I deserve better. I don't deserve to feel confused. I know, and also knowing what it is that you want and don't want and not settling for anything less. Beautiful energy, guys. Let's get one more card. Here at the bottom, it says karmic love. So some of you could be dealing with like a karmic situation. Maybe it has been ongoing. You'll have an instant attraction with your karmic, but it's not meant to last. However, you'll learn big lessons in love. Like, I feel like karmic lovers have such a terrible reputation, and it's well deserved. But karmic relationships, guys, all relationships, all connections in our life, they serve a purpose. And I think that you can agree, yes, karmic relationships are hard. They're incredibly painful, frustrating, and toxic, but they also provide you with so much. They give you the opportunity to heal, to expand, and to grow. So this is something that you can do at the present moment through a karmic connection. Okay, maybe you don't like, I'm hearing the word karmic. Oh, that sounds weird. It's karmic. Gives me the heebies. Sure. Yeah, it does. But there's a need for a higher perspective. So pretty much what I'm saying, guys, is this is actually something very positive. There's always something positive that we can derive from anything, okay? Any experience. One more card. Here we go. It says playing the field. Somebody is not ready to settle down. Too much fun playing the field. Just be careful with your sexuality. Yeah, guys, this is just about setting boundaries. Many of you might be in a position in your life where you're opening yourself up and allowing other people in. Maybe you're meeting new people, or you're just mingling with different types of people, and you are in a place where you are wanting, maybe not necessarily to settle down with somebody, but you're wanting, you're just getting to know people. Maybe you don't really know what you want exactly at the present moment. And if that's the case, there's even more so a reason to protect yourself, because you might be letting things in that you don't want, but that you don't realize at that moment because you're still unsure. Again, that confusing energy, all these energies around you are just kind of clouding things for you at the present moment. Somebody is not ready to settle down. Too much fun playing the field. Just be careful with your sexuality. All right. It's just talking about boundaries, guys. All right, now let's begin with the tarot and see, let's delve deeper into this. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the sign of Gemini. What insight, foresight, guidance, revelations do we have for the sign of Gemini in their love life, in their relationships, in romance? Let's take a look. What's going on at the present moment? What's happening? What's going on with Gemini? Let's see what's going on. We have the World card, and then we have the stack of cards, guys. I guess let's take them all. You find yourself in a place, you find yourself, I'm hearing going through, closing up major cycles in your life. It's quite an important time, a transitional time in your life, guys, where you find yourself closing very big cycles that you've been in. Maybe this could be in relation to work, in relation to certain relationships in your life that you've held for a long time, and that, right now are going through like a major change. And you might be leaving a lot of like those long-term relationships, connections, job, and you're starting new ones. For example, this could be like starting a new job, starting a new relationship, just a whole new cycle in your life where you're welcoming something new. That's the World card, guys. I also feel like the present moment is giving you such a wide perspective about, I'm hearing yourself, the world, and just everything around you. It almost feels like you're able to look back on your life and take note of a lot of things that have occurred. And again, it's just giving you this different point of view, which is quite expansive, guys. We have the Hierophant, which talks about relationships. It talks about certain beliefs that you have, things that you hold true, things that are of value to you. So I feel like you're looking, for many of you, you're looking for something in specific in your relationships, in your connection, in this situation. So Hierophant, and then the World card, there could be an Aquarius, there could also be a Taurus of significance with this Hierophant. I feel like what this is saying is, at the present moment, whatever you're going through, whatever's going on, whatever this reading is about to you, it's telling you to hold on to what you know, hold on to what is valuable, hold on to those core beliefs it is that you have. And that right there, guys, is going to lead you in the right direction. So when you think about a relationship, what is like the perfect relationships? What is important to you? What about them, as well as I'm hearing the individual and their moral compass as well? Do they align with your values? I feel like all those things are like super important. We have the Four of Pentacles. And here we have the Death card, and we have a gentleman that's in there, and they're holding on tightly to these pentacles. So, and then we have the Devil. Let's just show you what else we have. We have the Eight of Swords, and then we have the Four of Swords. I feel like you're being challenged to release your grip. Yeah, you're being challenged at this present moment to release your grip on certain things that you might be holding on too tightly at the present moment. And the reason for that, guys, is because you're limiting and you're restricting yourself in doing that. Especially so with this Devil. I mean, so ask yourself, what is it that you could release right now? Maybe this is, again, certain thought patterns, certain beliefs, certain habits, certain things it is that you're doing, certain perspectives that you're holding on to at the present moment that are creating limitations and restrictions for yourself, and which are not allowing you, I'm hearing, to welcome that thing that you're looking for and that you want. Maybe there's certain ways of being, certain relationships, certain connections, okay, that you're having to release and let go of. Certain things that you're doing in relationships, I'm hearing, that are creating blockages for you and not allowing you, again, to welcome or to receive that which that you're looking for. Now look here at the bottom. What do we see? That's reminding me of the oracle cards that we pulled at the beginning of your reading. We had abstinence, playing the field, on the rebound, mixed signals, abstinence, and unforeseen love. You know what all of this tells me, guys? It feels like it's telling you let go of any expectations. Because I feel, you know what happens when you hold on to certain expectations where you just, like right now, you could be saying, this is what I want and this is what I'm going for. And it might not seem like a bad thing because you could be looking at it like a goal. But what happens, what goes wrong there, guys, is that we sometimes tend to hold so tightly to certain things, and we're trying so hard to make something happen, and we don't realize that we're actually blocking something else from coming through that we can't even fathom or put together in our brain in that moment, because of what we know, the information we have, because our, perspective. So I feel like that's what's going on here, guys. There's a need for you to relax, to stay calm, and to know that everything will be happening in divine timing, in its own time. So release and let go. What did we see as well at the beginning? We saw this unforeseen love. So unforeseen, that already says you don't see something coming. I mean, so release, let go, and allow the universe to start manifesting and creating in your life. Many of you don't really even know what you want or what exactly you want your future to look like, your relationships, your connection, or just something in your life in general. And I'm hearing in that in itself it's enough reason for you to just release control and allow things to just manifest and unfold in your life. Be surprised is what this feels like. You're going to be surprised. Interesting. I feel like this is that unforeseen love. Do you see this woman coming? I feel like that's you laying there, Gemini. For others of you, this is you over here, coming to this person who has, been waiting. It kind of gives me the feel of sleeping, like, what is it? Is this, Sleeping Beauty? And here they come to wake you up. I feel like many of you are looking for all the wrong things and looking at the wrong things and looking all in the wrong places. But it doesn't mean that love or that happiness, whatever happiness is for you, it doesn't mean it's far away. In fact, I feel like it's right there in front of you, because again, this is a very familiar energy. You might meet or know someone who you will grow to love, turning friendship into a relationship. So I'm getting that for many of you, there's already someone in your perimeter, somebody that is close to you, somebody that you already know. I'm hearing, or that somebody knows that you know. Like, it's like an acquaintance of an acquaintance for many of you. And I'm hearing, and it's just a matter of time for you and this person to meet. And what does that mean? It means, you know what? I'm going to abstain. I'm going to not place a hold on my love life, but I'm going to not focus too much on that. And instead, I'm hearing focus on myself, and I'm hearing, as I grow and I expand and I work on myself and love myself, I'm hearing my vibration is going to be rising, it's going to be shifting, it's going to be changing. And with that transition there, I'm going to be attracting what is meant for me. You might even want to play the field right now, which means what? I mean, there's nothing wrong with dating and getting to know people. Geminis are very social people. Like, you could still continue to do that, but I feel like the message still stands of having very strong boundaries and not forcing anything. All right, beautiful energy. Let's continue. Tell me more about what my dear Gemini can expect to be unfolding in their love life. Let's see. What else can Gemini expect to be unfolding? What's coming into Gemini's love life? We have the Death card. Major changes, a relationship. You might be fresh out of a relationship, or maybe not so fresh. There's a lot of changes again. It might not necessarily be something in your love life, okay, that is experiencing this major transition. It might be something else, right? But anything that happens in your life is going to affect everything else, right? And then we have the Fool, the Death card, and then the Fool. So look at the Fool right here. So I feel like that needs to be you. Like, I feel like that Fool rushed a little bit. I don't know, like they rushed, and then they're having to hang on to that, the edge there. So you see this, like, hanging on. Release and let go, and welcome this experience. Maybe these are very difficult times. Tell me more about this Death card. I see you finally releasing and really letting go, guys, and opening yourself up to a certain new experience. There's a sense of wonder here, guys, that you're having to adopt. Let's see. We have the Seven of Cups, okay? There could be a Libra of significance for some of you. That's that confusion card, guys. Not everything is what it seems. Not everything is what it seems, guys. Let's continue. This is what you can expect to be unfolding as the days and the weeks continue to go by. We have the King of Swords. And then we have the Ten of Cups. You know what this feels like, guys? You're having to cut certain things out of your life. We see this Four of Pentacles, but you see, it's like you're holding on to something because it brings you a sense of security, but it's a false sense of security. And I feel like all those things that you guys are like tightly gripping onto are creating these blockages for you guys. And there might be a little bit of fear here. And again, I feel like it has everything to do with that. Something is very confusing, guys. And I get it does make sense because it feels like there's this major transition happening. And you know that weird space, that transitional period where things are really changing? right? Like we could, well, it's, I guess it's the present, right? Like the past and then the future. And it's in this space where the past becomes the present and the future that gets all mixed up. And you're like, it's kind of a little bit overwhelming. And I see these major transitions already happening in your life. And I see them, you really feeling them in the near future. And I see you like still holding on to it for dear life with like your pinky. But again, guys, this is all very wonderful because listen, sometimes we need the universe to kind of just push us, and that just happens, right? The wheel I'm hearing keeps turning, life keeps going, time keeps passing, right? Whether we're ready for something or not. And I see you here feeling like your future is, it's unforeseen. But listen, that's good because whatever you got pictured here in your head, I'm hearing that, okay, it needs to go. I mean, open your mind, open your mind, guys, for this whole new picture that the universe is trying to paint for you. We have the King of Swords, and then we have the 10 of Cups. Look at this, guys. This King of Swords to me just looks like, one, there's a seriousness there. So you know what I'm also getting? Like if there's something that feels forced, because doesn't it look what's happening here? That guy's not ready for something. And the death card's like, come on, dude. Time to go, right? Like I'm here, come on. But it feels like death is giving them a little bit of time. Like, look, okay, I'm going to give you a little time to kind of just, take this in and, come to terms with this. And it's like, I don't know. I don't want to. So there's somebody here, whether it's you or another person, my dear Gemini, that has a long face. They have a long face, so it gives me the feel of you not really, whoever this is, it's like you didn't really want this. It felt like maybe it came too soon, like it's a transition of a change that just kind of happened too quickly, or that you didn't really want to happen. I mean, who wants death to come, right? I mean, there are those instances where death, you do ask for it, right? But I feel like this is something that it's taking you a little time to just swallow it and take in. But once you do it, guys, you're going to feel such a great it's almost like you are creating so much room for love, guys. You're creating so much more room. And that's when we get this 10 of Cups, guys. We have a bonfire. This looks like maybe these people, they're at a park or they're not hiking, but what is it? Camping. And there's this togetherness. I see you being surrounded by people that love you, that support you. This could be family, this could be friends. But just in general, guys, I feel like this is the way you're going to feel inside. Like, it's like this fool finally lets go, and he realizes that he's actually not far away from the ground. And as soon as he lets go, he lands on his 2 feet quite quickly. And that right there, guys, is what really is going to bring you a strong sense of release. I'm hearing, have no fear. Have no fear about the changes that are transpiring in your life, and know that these things are bringing you closer to that love, that happiness, that joy that you want in your life and that you're deserving of, especially so here with this 10 of Cups. So all of this is going to be transpiring, guys. This is great, guys. This is wonderful. Beautiful energy. Advice from my dear Gemini. Anything it is that you want to share with Gemini? What do you want to leave my dear Gemini with? A message for Gemini. Let's see. A message. Advice, perhaps anything, maybe something you want to point out, bring to their attention. Let's see. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Sun card, and then we have the King of Swords. So here we have 2 people. I'm getting that for many of you as well. I mean, you might have been, there's changes or things that are happening between you and another person, because we have the King and the Queen of Swords, and that just tells me that there's two people here with long faces, right? Look at it. We have the Queen of Swords and then the King of Swords. There's also a peacefulness that I'm getting. And here with this Sun card, guys, it's almost as if everything around a relationship, a connection is what I see here, guys. The relationships, the relationship you have with yourself, especially a rocky, a relationship that you have with another that has just, I'm hearing, been taking all kinds of different turns, and it's been, up and down, and it's created a whole lot of confusion and uncertainty between the both of you. One, I see things clearing up. I see the both of you as well being ready to release and let go of those things that were creating blockages in the relationship. And I see the both of you being a lot more understanding and aware. And again, I'm hearing just ready to release any sort of negativity between the both of you. Because here in the Sun card, we have two people that are so happy. They're little kids. So I feel like the joy, the fun is going to be returning. That's what we see here. I feel like as advice, I feel like this is also saying to remain positive about the relationships in your life, in specific one in particular. This is also saying, raise your outlook, your perspective about this person and whatever's going on, knowing that this is something that is going to resolve itself, is going to transform. And then right now, guys, I want to cry right now, because I feel like for many of you, this is a person that means a whole lot to you. Like, it's something important. Pierre, did you guys hear that? It's my dog. He's sitting over there, and he's having a bad dream and he was crying. I had to wake him up. There, he's up. He's an old man. What is he? He's 12, 13. But Dachshunds, Dachshund is the wiener dog, guys. I have a wiener dog. I've had him since he was 3 months old. So he's been in the family for over a decade. And I've read that Dachshunds actually live a very long life. So he's actually not so old. 13 years old is 12, 13. He's 13, I think. 12. Not sure. 12, 13. And it's Dachshunds. I actually met a woman once that told me that her Dachshund lived to be 22 years old. I was like, wow. So they actually live very long lives. The Dachshund can live up to average maybe 16, 17, 18 years. So they live pretty long lives. So he's actually not so much of an old man. Anyways, Queen of Swords and then the 10 of Swords. I remember reading this card in the book, and I'm going to share with you what I remember. Maybe this will resonate with you in some way. Maybe you'll get some intuitive hits. So this Queen of Swords, she's not going to move until the butterfly decides to fly away. You see this queen, the way the butterfly is at the very tip, standing at the very tip of the sword. And this Queen of Swords doesn't want to move, and has decided not to move her hand, her body, anything, stay still until the butterfly flies away. And when I think about butterflies, I do think about transformation. So I do see somebody here waiting, guys, waiting for something to happen. There's somebody here as well that doesn't want to disrupt anything. That I'm hearing it's also giving you time, or you are giving somebody else time to I'm hearing process or to be ready for something in specific. And I'm not sure what the story is behind this King of Swords, but the King of Swords has a falcon on their hand. And I guess I suppose we can also use that same scenario of the King of Swords cannot take action, or until the falcon flies away. So I feel like there's two people here that are in a sense of maybe have been holding I'm hearing they have certain reservations, have been holding themselves back, not really holding themselves back, but they've been waiting perhaps for the right moment for something. And well, guys, I feel like that moment is now, and it has everything to do with this Sun card, guys. Remaining positive, and I'm hearing embracing happiness and joy again between the both of you guys. However that resonates, there could be a Leo of significance. Get out of your head. There is peace. There's forgiveness here with this Lion, with this Strength card. And here, look, both of these, they look very loving. Both of the woman and the Lion, they look super loving. There isn't a fight or a battle going on here. Is it right? There isn't. So that's what I see, guys. This is the advice. This is something it is that you should know. Whatever doubts, whatever confusion you are experiencing at this moment, do know that they are a result of certain limiting beliefs, certain negative thought patterns, maybe as a result of fears as well. And do know that all of that is going to be clearing up between you and another. And that is just going to create a tremendous positive change, guys, in whatever's going on here between you and this other person. Beautiful energy. Now, let's grab some closing messages. If you want to book a reading with me, guys, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to VotreVoyageTarot.com, where you could book a private reading with me. This is the Butterfly Oracle cards for life changes. Let's see, what messages do we have for closing messages do we have for Gemini Collective? Leaving, changing your mind, and motivation, support. There's a lot of support around you. Do know that you will be receiving divine support in spirit as well. Support is all around you. Remember that. You're leaving a situation. There's a distancing here, leaving. And that has to do as well with that transition, changing your mind. Somebody's changing their mind. And we see that right there at the end where everything it's like sunshine after a rainy day, guys. Motivation. And then this is that Sun card again, that what we saw there. Like I see two people being re-inspired. We're getting there, guys. And motivation just means that there's a strong desire to just make everything better. Like this is hope and this is faith as well. All right, now let's get a card from here. This is the Self-Love Oracle. Closing messages for Gemini. Closing messages for my dear Gemini. Let's see. It says, offer grace. Make choices based on what your heart can live with. Even with wrong decisions, we receive grace after we show it to others. Gosh, this goes. Offer grace. Make choices based on what your heart can live with. Even with wrong decisions, we receive grace after we've shown it to others. All right. It says, be nimble. When we ask for help, we must be open to receiving it. We may be called to be flexible when help arrives in an unexpected form. Let's read that again. When we ask for help, we must be open to receiving it. We may be called to be flexible when help arrives in unexpected form. This is what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.